Hi guys, and I have the special video for you because we're specifically going to talk about the friend zone, and I have 5 beautiful women here, and actually 6 beautiful women here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't count today, 7 including me. And we're going to talk about the friend zone, and it's something I know you guys obviously need to hear, and I want to give you this because it's not just coming from me. I'm going to be asking these women questions in regards to the friend zone and actually give you some good advice on what to do moving forward. So, first question, ladies. Why do you put a guy in the friend zone?
Because I'm not into him.
Yeah.
Too feminine.
Ooh.
Needy.
I like that.
Neediness.
Ooh, yeah.
If he comes off as too insecure, too needy, and trying to please me or prove things to me, if he's constantly trying to like, oh, what do you need? Do you need this? Are you okay? Are you like, I'm good. I'm an individual. I can get my own glass of water. You know, there's a difference between being aware of what I need and asking me to see and like needing me to be around him than friend zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? Why do you put a guy in friend zone?
Emotionally unstable, or like trying to figure out like his money issues and like,
Ooh,
like
Big one.
just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, and it's like, okay. Like, so call me when you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about having money, it's about like having your
Independence.
Independence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Of course. I mean, if you have your stuff together, you want someone that has their shit together too.
nobody living at home.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I do believe if a guy's living at home to take care of his mom or doing something because his mom is older or something, like myself, I love that. I'm a big family person. But if you're living at home because you just don't provide, you're lazy or something like that, then
Yeah.
yes. But if you're living
Yeah.
at home to get
That's
a
it.
better
Yeah.
position, for sure, that's
Yeah.
okay with me. I mean, for me.
Yeah.
So I remember I put a guy in friend zone instantly when he was about to take me on a date, and I was living in Miami Beach, and he texted me asking me about free parking, like at least 4 times around my area, and so just valeting.
Oh,
And
no, that's
I
big.
wanted to
No.
cancel the date
That's
automatically.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like,
Also, like something that came up with what you said was figuring it out. Don't ask me to help you figure it out. Like you need to figure it out. Don't bring me even into the conversation of helping you figure it out. Like that's your job. Figure it out. Make it easy on me. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other reasons you can think of, like, of why you would put a guy in a friend zone?
If I don't see like a future with him, if like he
Yeah.
shows things that I'm like, like I don't see this like ever working. Like yeah, maybe it's good as friends, but like not someone that I can have a partner with, you know, or like build a future with. If I can sense that already, there's something like that, then
Or like if you have too much control.
But there's no connection.
Yeah.
Either.
The guy could actually be great. If there's no connection, there's no connection. There could be nothing wrong with him. There's nothing he could do or say or whatever. Sometimes there's just no connection.
Do you believe, I know it's off topic, do you believe that you're supposed to you can have connection with anybody if they did the right things? Yeah, I do too.
100%.
I do too, but I do think to a point too, like, you can still have a connection, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be your lifelong partner.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also think in terms of like frequency and what they do, like let's say I'll go on the first date and what they talk about. So it's like if they talk about like football and hanging out with their guy friends all the time, it's like I'm not there.
The frat
You
boy
know,
thought.
if it's like or going out, or they like to grab drinks, you know, every time we're gonna go out, like let's say it's the second or third day and they like it's always about grabbing a drink versus I'm just in a different frequency, I don't drink that much anymore. So it's like, you know, they gotta be in my same path, I guess.
Yeah.
And once I see that it's not, it's like, oh,
Turns you off.
yeah.
That's another thing that actually I think it's definitely a no-no. It's like when the guy has like a drama with the ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just
sure.
suspended, talking on today I have to see with my ex and how the kids and this. So basically like a consistent drama with the ex or talking about the ex is a no-no. Maybe all want
that
to
will be
share
like-
our past, but you know, if there's like always drama involved and always like something going on with the ex-wife or this, it's definitely not attractive.
Yeah.
I think
Gosh,
that
I
comes.
see a lot.
I think that comes back to what you said. It comes back to, like so I know for me, if a guy were to talk about that a lot, my nurturing side wants to help. And so if I even feel
But if you're
myself,
interested in him.
right, but what I'm saying is, I don't want to fix a guy.
Yes.
I'm not here to fix, you're not a project, I don't want a project, you know, I want a man. And so the minute I feel that, obviously it's me too, right? Because I can't jump in but that's going to be a dynamic between us, that puts me off completely. Because I just don't, I'm not here to fix anybody.
Yeah.
I just remembered one. There's a bunch now. Like if we're out and they're super rude to like the waitress
Yes.
or the waiter, cleanliness. You know, like their car
shoes
or,
have to, if they wear white shoes, they have to be white.
Yeah.
Or don't wear them.
Actually, there's some that I'm just like, yeah.
And I know, and it seems very, a lot of men, like when I say that in my videos, they're like, it's very superficial for you to say that. But here's the thing, guys, like, as women, like I'm giving you like literally the insides of a mind's woman.
Yeah.
And you can't down us for doing that, because at the same time, the reason why I say, if a guy is wearing white shoes and they're not white and they're just really not upbeat and looks like, one, he didn't care about the date, that he didn't care about me.
Yeah.
He didn't care about the date. And number three, it's like, he somewhat resembles dirty. So our safeguard, the safeness, goes
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The way you do one, sorry.
No.
The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So
Yeah.
even if it's not a date and I just met you at Publix and your shoes are like nasty, like I don't have, like I'll have sneakers, but once they get like horrible, I just don't wear them. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna.
Alright.
For me, my own, I'm not gonna.
Standards.
Yeah, it's your standards. It's standards.
It's standard.
No, I'm sure like they want us to look good too, you know, and look presentable and be clean. So we want the same with them.
Oh, teeth.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, we talk about that too. Okay, so we'll talk about that in attraction.
Yeah.
Have you ever slept with a guy and then put him in friend zone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want everybody to tell me why. Please, Natalie, go.
There was attraction there, and we built it, and I think maybe I kind of knew in the back of my head. I think there might have been a possibility, like, okay, if we really do connect in the bedroom, then I'll be open to the relationship. But I think I kind of knew where it was going to go, but the sex was just so not.
How did you know though? What
Which
was he
part?
doing? Like before you even had sex, you kind of even know. Like what was he doing that you kind of even
There
knew?
were things like we've talked about, there were things that like as a woman that I'm looking for, like I want a man who feels stable, who's calm, who can like watch things and pay attention to things and watch me. And I noticed that this person was very like ADD and everywhere. And it was, so there were already things that like, as we're talking, as we're hanging out, that I'm kind of like, that's not what I'm looking for in a person. I want someone who's like, 2 feet on the ground and is like, what do you need? Because I've already got,
Yes.
this. So then with the sex kind of resembled the same thing. It wasn't what I was looking for in the bedroom. It wasn't attentive to me. And it felt more like he, like it was fun, but and there was some give and take, but it felt a little more like, he was just trying to prove things in the bedroom and I don't know, like just kind of like have a good time as opposed to like, again, what do you need?
Serving. Yeah, I like that you said the calmness, because that's really like one of the biggest attractions that I have for my partner is he's just stable and he's calm. He observes. He's quiet when he wants to be quiet. He's outgoing when he wants to be outgoing, and it's not on my terms, it's on his type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, which you know him very
Yeah.
well. I mean, some of you definitely know him a lot pretty well.
Yeah.
How about you, Brittany?
I would have to say when I actually I'm trying to think. It
Have
would
you ever
have-
slept with a guy and then put him in the friend zone? Why?
Yeah, it would have to be if it's like if they weren't there to give to me. Like they weren't there to put me on, like it was just like physical sex, and even though I wanted that as well, you can tell like how much love they put into it, like how much like they just like love it, versus like I'm just doing this and having sex, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And how they
Usually,
take care of you after, like
Yeah.
how they are
That's key.
after,
it's cute.
Yeah.
like just the little things. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, like let me
time
give
to
you
go
water, let me drink
Yes.
cold,
Yeah.
like here's a t-shirt, you want me to make you food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want chocolate? Do you want food?
We'll
do
get
you
into
want?
that
Do
in
you
our
want
sex
pork?
video. Don't worry, we're going a little bit more. Okay, right away from the friend zone.
Men will tell you what to do.
Oh my god, like have you ever slept with a guy and then put him in the friend zone?
Yeah, I mean, and this was more when I was younger, and sometimes like again, back in the 20s, I guess, early 30s. Maybe I, drank a little bit too much, and then maybe I don't know. I
That's a good
just,
point.
but going back to what you said, inside I always knew, and I think that maybe in some of the cases that I did it, or when I did it, it was like maybe he had a lot of the qualities that I wanted, but there were some that I thought he was missing, and then I thought that if the connection was really good in the bedroom, that it would be but I always had a doubt, Now when I look back, everything makes sense looking backward. I always had a doubt that it's like, it just didn't feel right, even if I couldn't put my finger on what it was, But then with other guys, it was maybe like what you guys said about like how to take care of you after. All that matters, because that can actually they gain points and then they lose points. They gain points and they lose points.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say the same, the connection in bed,
Yeah.
and then the afterwards. The afterwards is super important for me.
Yeah.
Like if you act like you roll over and you're gonna go to sleep because I'm done.
Oh.
That's such a turn off. It's like I want to go home. I mean, I don't even want to sleep over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mary?
Same thing. Or like bad sex. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's a difference between someone maybe like was nervous but just plain bad sex, and you're just like, okay, there was no like connect. You think because it's been more like that traction is there, and it's like the sizzle, and then you get to bed, you're like, what happened to all like that? Like it was this build up, and then it was just horrible, and I was like, oh my god, I can't, like I just can't, like how they were acting, they were very selfish in bed. I think that's key. Like if they're all about like them, and then they just finish, and then they're like, okay, that's it. Like I don't know. Bad sex has turned that from someone I was really attracted to. Like I can lose interest really, really quick after. And the follow up after, but also not just right after bed, but also like after, like throughout the day. Like, are they gonna call you?
Mhm.
Are they gonna actually like want to like make plans?
And if they don't, that's when you'll friend zone them?
Yeah, or just don't talk to them.
What you said on anything?
Well, I didn't put anyone because of their to a friend zone, because even if there was not a good connection in the bedroom, I believe you can work on it. Lots of men for the first time, they might be again shy, nervous, lots of things. So I don't believe you should put someone into a friend zone if the sex was not good for the first time. But definitely there would be a reason how we act after. If you just get up and
But how
go
about if
or like start going straight onto social media
Yeah.
or
Oh,
on his
yeah.
phone. So this would be a definitely.
But like, have you girls ever made a decision that this guy was in the friend zone but still slept with him? That's what I mean.
No.
No, you slept with him because you were still unsure, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So what is like, okay, for example, there's also another part of friend zone, right? We're thinking, obviously, as women, we think that part. But there is another part of friend zone where women will sleep with men and then friend zone them, but continue to sleep with them. Sex might be good, but like, I just want to be your friend. I just want to be your friend. Has you ever done? I've done that because emotionally I was not ready to open up. I was not ready for a relationship. I was having fun, and also I was immature and thought that's what I needed to do to get a guy to like me.
Yeah. 20s.
I can understand that. Yeah,
20s.
When sometimes you want to act like, well, yeah, let's just be friends and let's see where it goes, and you keep sleeping with that person, but then
And especially if you know that they like you,
Yes.
I can't do that to someone. I can't like hurt. I just can't intentionally hurt anybody, and I actually never could. So
Yeah.
even when I was young and immature, because I had it done to me,
Yeah.
and that caused a lot of pain. I mean, all of us have been in situations where we really like someone and the feeling wasn't mutual, and we were in such where we lost our power, gave away our power.
I don't think I can have sex with someone I don't have a connection. I can't. And I don't.
Not anymore.
I don't think. I mean, for the most part, I have sex with my heart, not just sex.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if you're just a friend, I can't even kiss you if you're just like it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I just can't at all.
How can a guy get out of friend zone if he's already in it?
Get your shit together.
Get out of friend zone and into a relationship, maybe,
Or get you to like
potential.
him? a potential relationship gets you to like
Depends on
someone?
Time.
Yeah.
So why?
Why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say like he was just really all about you. It was just way too much. He probably had a great career, good head on his shoulders, but he was like all about you, and it's like I just needed to breathe for air.
Oh, like too smothering.
Yes.
Yeah, like you can't, like you feel suffocated.
Mm-hmm.
I think that brings to the feeling of unsafety. Like, you know, like, okay, it's like too much. Like you always need me, like, and not in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that to me, like, I feel unsafe with that.
I've actually, now that I think about it, in my current relationship, I've gone through periods, a long distance relationship, I've gone through periods of that. We're believing this, but for me, I believe in communication, and I communicate exactly how I feel, and I'm very direct. I wasn't always like that.
Yeah, a lot of women aren't.
And so what would happen is I would just be, it's like, okay, what do I have to lose here? I'm going to be direct. If this is the person for me, they're going to work on it. And we've come so far from places where I thought, no, I can't do this, to, because I mean, he really loves me and he really wants to make it work with me, and didn't realize that maybe some of the things he was doing that he thought would come off this way, he thought maybe being too much about me was going to make me feel good, but it was coming off to me like unsafe and unstable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's communicating that, because they don't always know, they can't read minds. So
I
think it would
believe in
be
second chances,
Yeah.
and I truly believe that, you know, if you talk about it and, you know, maybe he's gonna admit, he's gonna understand what is happening, I think you should give a second chances, just
Yeah.
because in the first place, okay, he's there, that's it, but, you know, if he's willing to try and if you're willing to communicate, then I think definitely he can go out of the friend zone again.
Yeah.
I think it's the eagerness to try and grow, but when you communicate with someone and they still like, and then you try, I think there's a point where you're like, okay, I think it's not going to work. Yeah.
I think the important thing is that if they've shown, if there's a difference between if the guy's coming back and it hasn't been that much time and they're going, oh, I'm working on myself, I've worked on myself. You're just telling me in the word, like the words. And I'm a big proponent of like, I fall for words all the time, and I usually get messed up about it too, because I'm listening to words, where now like I'm learning actions speak so much louder than words. If you don't need to tell me you're working on myself, I need to see it. And it's so much more powerful if I'm seeing that this guy is taking care of himself, washing his white shoes, like taking care of the things around him, and like, you know, the neediness has changed. You know, we'll feel it as women. We'll feel that energy.
Yeah.
I'll feel whether or not you've worked on yourself and whether you've changed. Because you'll walk by and a woman will be like, ooh, wait a minute. We'll feel it. So just actually like doing the work on yourself, like we'll feel it.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of reasons why guys get in the friend zone. I think a lot of it has to do with their mindset. A lot of it has to do with insecurities, because then it comes off as neediness too. So I think too, like, I'm a big believer, and that's one of my questions on here, is like, when you go out on a date with a woman, if we are going on a date with you, it's because we see some sort of potential in you.
Yes.
You are the one that always can put yourself in the friend zone. The woman decides if you are in the friend zone. And part of that is by your behaviors and how you act and all that stuff. And I think that men can get themselves in it, but the way that they get themselves in it is because their mindset is, let me impress her. Let me prioritize her. Let me be needy, but not in a way where, like, in a respectful way, is like, let me prioritize her, but you're not dating yet. It's like the first, second date, and then you forget about everything in your life, and this girl, you're overwhelming her, you're texting her, trying to take her on dates and stuff like that happens, and that's what I see a lot. So a lot what I teach is, like, you gotta pull back. So if you friends with a guy and he was doing that, and then he pulled back, created his own life, looked a little bit more happier, energy that he was giving you was more abundant, and he came in and he came out and still gave you your space, would that somewhat attract you back after he showed a difference in his energy?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Yes, ma'am.
So basically that answers my question. Last question was, one of my other questions was, once a guy's friend zone, can he be there forever?
No.
No. Yeah,
You
you
can
can
work on
work on it.
I do know though, like, if I, for instance, as a woman, there has been a time where there was a guy that I just didn't like, and I wasn't physically attracted, he was just not there, and I straight up just told him, like, it's not gonna happen, type of thing. And that was it. How do you go into a first date with putting a guy in do you go into the first date, I already answered this, but I just wanna reiterate this. Do you go into a first date with putting a guy in the friend zone already?
No.
No.
I want to be on the date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not worth your time.
No.
Yeah, you were gonna just put him on the friend zone.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Have you ever looked at a guy and have you ever looked at a guy like that you were just a friend with and then changed your mind about him
Oh,
you started
yeah.
as friends? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that
And
does take time.
Sometimes it just happens. Like it happens with someone in the business, in my business. We were always friends, and one day when he was speaking, it was like boom, and I'm like, where did this come from?
Why do you think that
I've
happened?
never. I honestly, like we've talked about it. It was just the way he was speaking that day. He was just like so in charge, and and I was like, where did this come from? Like I had no idea.
Mhm.
I love
And-
that you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just happened.
And also timing sometimes is
Yeah.
really important. Sometimes you're not in the right place. And I know, like I work on myself a lot, so I know that I can look back and look within and say, okay, where was I in that place and what was important to me at the time? Because what's important to me right now was not important to me back then, which is why those relationships didn't work.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Awesome. For a guy that you friend zone, if he brings around another girl that he's dating, does it make him more attractive?
Say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, like, we like the competition, like the challenge. Like me personally, I like the challenge. So I think
I agree.
it can be. Mm-hmm.
I agree as long as it's authentic. And they're not doing it. It's the intention behind why you're doing what you're doing is so key. So it's like if you're trying to do it for a reason or to get that's all, it's gonna be obvious. But if they're doing it really for them because they're, like you said earlier, they're really working on themselves and going after what they want in life,
Yeah.
whether you give them a yes or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great.
Yeah. They're kind of like detaching and showing, okay, this girl friend zoned me, but I'm going to detach, work on myself, move on with my life, and not
Yes.
try to control the future. And if she works out, great. But if this one by me works out too, great too, kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Agree. Awesome. I love that. So, last question. Have you ever friend zoned a guy, then he got his shit together, and you started to see him differently?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, that's why I created that friend zone no more product, guys.
It works.
Yeah. And I truly, truly believe it. And all that stuff in there is literally exactly how to change the mindsets, the behaviors, everything that we've talked about in here. And now you got the truth from a woman women here. And I'm so happy we did this video for them. All right, guys, we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.